He may have been officially crowned in a ceremony filled with history, pomp and pageantry 2 months ago. But King Charles is set to celebrate his accession to the throne once again, this time with his Scottish coronation. On Wednesday, he will be presented with the honours of Scotland, the country's crown jewels, during the service of thanksgiving and dedication at St. Giles Cathedral. It is being dubbed the Scottish Coronation and will see other royals join in with the service, which will also feature another appearance by the Stone of Destiny in a thrilling flypast by the Red Arrows. It reflects that Charles is not just King of England but also the King of Great Britain, following the union of the crowns in 1603. Each year the monarch traditionally spends a week based at the Palace of Holyrood House in Edinburgh, known as Holyrood Week or Royal Week in Scotland. And the celebrations on Wednesday are taking place right in the middle of the traditional week. Here's what we know so far. At the service, Charles will be presented with the honours of Scotland, the country's crown jewels. The service will take place at St. Giles Cathedral in Edinburgh, where the late Queen's coffin lay at rest before being transported to London. The service will feature centuries-old aspects of Scottish royal tradition along with new additions such as pieces of music written especially for the occasion, a psalm sung in Gaelic and the use of passages from the New Testament in Scots. The moderator of the General Assembly of the Church of Scotland, Right Reverend Sally Foster, Fulton, will preach the sermon and then provide a blessing to close the service. Others involved will include violinist Nicola Benedetti, who will be among the musicians playing, and Olympic rower Dame Catherine Granger who will carry the Elizabeth sword, which is being used in place of the Sword of State. During the ceremony, the sceptre and crown from the honours of Scotland will be presented to the King, along with the Elizabeth sword. This is a new sword specially crafted to be used in place of the current Sword of State, gifted to James IV by Pope Julius in 1507, which can no longer be used due to its fragile condition. Dame Catherine will carry the Elizabeth sword. Lady Dorian, the Lord Justice Clerk, will hold the sceptre and the Duke of Hamilton the crown of Scotland. The guests of honour will be, of course, King Charles and Queen Camilla, but other royals are also set to attend. They include William and Kate, the Prince and Princess of Wales, who are known as the Duke and Duchess of Rothesay in Scotland. The titles were granted to them when William became heir to the throne in September, and it is the first time they will have used them together. Scotland's First Minister Humza Yousaf will give a reading during the service, while others attending from the world of politics include Scottish Conservative leader Douglas Ross, Scottish Labour leader Anas Sarwar and Scottish Liberal Democrat leader Alex Cole, Hamilton. However, the co-leaders of the Scottish Greens have rejected an invitation to a service of thanksgiving for the King in Edinburgh this week, with one of them due to speak at an anti-monarchy rally instead. Patrick Harvey and Lorna Slater, Scottish Government ministers who are two of the most outspoken Republican MSPs in Holyrood, announced their intentions on Tuesday. Alex Salmond, a former First Minister of Scotland, also declined an invitation to attend the Thanksgiving service. Before the service, a people's procession of about 100 community groups will collect the honours from Edinburgh Castle. The procession will then be escorted to the cathedral by the Royal Regiment of Scotland and its Shetland pony mascot, Corporal Cruachan 4. Supported by cadet musicians from the combined cadet force pipes and drums. Meanwhile, a royal procession will travel from the Palace of Holyrood House to the cathedral, with members of the public lining the Royal Mile to view both processions. Rehearsals were held on the Royal Mile and outside the cathedral on Monday ahead of the events later in the week. A 21-gun salute will fire from Edinburgh Castle at the end of the St. Giles service before the royal procession travels back to the palace. The Stone of Destiny will be in the cathedral during the ceremony, and there will also be a fly-past by the Red Arrows following the event. Here are the full timings for the ceremonial events. 1:15 p.m. People's Procession departs Edinburgh Castle Esplanade. 1:30 p.m. People's Procession arrives at West Parliament Square. 1:40 p.m. The Honours of Scotland, Crown Jewels, leave the Castle Esplanade under military and police escort. 1:50 p.m. The Honours arrive at West Parliament Square. 2:05 p.m. Royal Procession leaves the Palace of Holyrood House. 2:10 p.m. Royal Procession arrives at St. Giles Cathedral. 2:15 p.m. National Service of Thanksgiving and Dedication begins. 3:15 p.m. Service ends. 3:20 p.m. King and Queen exit St. Giles. Royal Gun Salute from Edinburgh Castle. 3:27 p.m. Royal Party arrive at Palace of Holyrood House. 3:40 p.m. RAF fly past to see the service in person. Fans can pack into the public viewing areas, which will be available along the Royal Mile in Edinburgh. Otherwise, the ceremony will be broadcast live on BBC One from 1:30 p.m. presented by Sally Magnuson and James Naughty.